Good afternoon, guys. Another afternoon met video. This is Anton from my feedlot here in Randfontein, Johannesburg, South Africa. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers, especially on YouTube and on TikTok. Thank you for all your questions. A lot of people ask me to talk about grading, to understand where you grade your cattle and how does grading work. I'm going to try and explain it again. I did put a video on about the teeth. The two front teeth. If a cattle got completely baby teeth, that means it didn't change any teeth. It means it's still an A grade. If the cattle lost his two front teeth, it becomes an AB. If the cattle get 4 front teeth, it becomes a B grade, and if you have 6 front teeth, it becomes a C grade. Okay, now in that grading, there's also, it's written a A1 or a A2 or a A3 or a A4. You won't believe it, in that lot that was slaughtered on Monday morning, there was 4 A1s. Now, A1 means that there is no fat on the carcass, which means if they slaughter a carcass, a calf, and they take the skin off, there must be an amount of fat on the carcass to amount to a A2. If there's no fat on the carcass, I just want to look for one that got very little fat or no fat, then that carcass can slaughter a A1. Now that on that carcass where you slaughter a A1, like this one here, you see this white one here, this calf will probably slaughter a A1 because is very skinny still. This 4 million rand boeran here will probably slaughter well. It's quite fat. The boeran that I slaughtered on the other side slaughtered the A4, so it becomes extremely fat. You see this fat on the tail? So that's the problem with a boeran. It get fat extremely fast. This calf, see if you can trust me now. Two more. So if there's no fat in the carcass, it's going to be a A0. If there's a little bit, which means it's not complete, at least white of fat, then it becomes a A1. If there's a good amount of fat on the carcass, they grade it as a A2. And if it's very fat, it becomes a A3. And if it's extremely fat, like 1 centimeter of fat on the carcass, they'll grade it a A4. Now all that, every variance from a A2 is a penalty, which means a A1 there's a 1 rand penalty. So you want to program your feed to such an extent that you see this white carcass. You see, if you can see the bones on the back still, see that bones that you can see there, it means we'll probably still slaughter A1. But that one will pick up. I'm not too worried still. There's something wrong there. But if you must make sure that your cattle slaughter average. Of that 40, we slaughtered 35 A2s, which is very good. The whole packet was very fair. It wasn't a bad packet. But I hope that helped you in terms of grading. The grading of the cattle, and the same thing matters with a B grade. A very skinny B grade will slaughter a A1 or a B0 or a B1, and an average B grade with a little bit amount of fat will slaughter a B2, and one with a lot of fat will slaughter a B3 or a B4. So the number in the end will determine the amount of fat that's on it. The A and the B and the C determine the age according to the tooth. yeah, thank you very much, guys. I please ask you to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe there. I got a lot of content there as well. I'm trying my best to grow my YouTube page as well. You will help me a lot if you could go and subscribe. On the TikTok front page, you'll see there's the YouTube link. If you can just go and subscribe, they will help me a lot. Thanks a lot, guys.